If you were to take 10 people, sit them down and say to them, tell me the story of Jesus' birth, most of them would get the story wrong. It's not because they're not familiar with the story of Jesus' birth. It's actually that the story is too familiar. When stories become very popular or told over and over again, they tend to lose their real details, and it happens too that other things get added to the story that weren't originally there in the first place. And so it's true that most of us don't actually know the real story. We just know the story we think is true. And so this week, we're going to clear some of that up. We are going to go back to Matthew's account and Luke's account of Jesus' birth, and we're going to put it in chronological order. And we're going to tell you what happened when and why it happened, and we're going to tell you the parts that most people believe happened that weren't actually part of the real story in the first place. Now, I think that's a useful exercise just so that we get the real story, but even more so, the details that the biblical writers give us, when we know and understand them, they make this story even more powerful. It becomes even more important to us. And so that's what we're going to attempt to share this week. The sermon is called Light in the Darkness: How the Details of Jesus' Birth Make It Even More Powerful. That's going to be our 11 o'clock lesson. At 10 o'clock, we are in the book of Acts. We are ending the book of Acts this week. We're in the 28th chapter. We are in the final chapter. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through that entire chapter and look at some lessons that Luke gives us at the end of the book. He uses the 28th chapter as a way to sort of tie up some loose ends and to teach some lessons that he's been trying to teach through the whole book. So we're going to find a bunch of themes in that chapter that we've talked about several times, but it'll be a good review and a good reminder and really useful to us. So if you like reading ahead, read Acts chapter 28 and come prepared to share your insights and ideas there. That would be really great. Of course, this is the start of the holiday season, so I don't know who's going to be away, who's going to be here. I hope if you have guests, you bring them. It'd be really good for them to come and hear the lesson. It'd be really good for them to stay for lunch and get to visit with some people. It'd be a great time to introduce someone to your church family here. Right now, the room is really empty. It's really, really quiet, but I hope that changes by Sunday. I hope you're here. We'll see you then.